right, good afternoon, gentlemen. Welcome to our head office at DuePoint. Good afternoon to everyone who's tuned in around the country over our live stream. Introduce yourself. We've got Jane sitting on the live chat. Let us know where you are. All right, so welcome to our, what we call our intro presentation. It is a short and sharp invitation. It is a business proposition. It's about 35 minutes of your time. I hope to give you enough information that you're able to make an informed decision by the end of this presentation, because it is an invitation. And so hopefully there is an answer, a decision by the end of this presentation. If you have any questions, reserve those until after we're done. You are being hosted by somebody, I'm sure, so speak to that person if you do have any questions. But you're most welcome to call us at client service or to speak to me after the presentation. All right, so let's begin. As you can see, we're a division of another company called Constantia Insurance Company Limited. Constantia is a registered insurance company. We have been in business for nearly 70 years, so we are very well established and dare I say successful business in South Africa. However, DuePoint was formed about 3.5 years ago when we founded the business, when a number of aspirations came together for the founders, because we tried to achieve something fairly different with this business, which was primarily to mitigate a lot of economic and risk factors that a lot of South Africans find themselves in. And so what we did with this business was we extended an opportunity based around social entrepreneurship. So we have invited members of the public, we've invited the community to get involved with this business, because we want to see people empower themselves through business. And that's why I say this is an invitation into partnership. It's very much a business proposition. And so our mandate that we invite you to come join us in is to create a more successful DuePoint, because we want to have as much social impact as we can with this business, and we need your help to be able to grow this business within South Africa. And so your mandate only becomes to connect other people to this business. I will expand on our mandate a little bit more, but it's basically just connecting other people to this business exactly the same way you are connected to this business. And if you can do that, you can help us create better channels of distribution, and you get to create a channel of distribution for yourself. So you actually get to create a stake for yourself in this business. And that opens up a host of benefits to you when you engage in the DuePoint system. So let's go through those. Number one, you get to create additional income for yourself. Because you get to share in the recurring income that we create as an insurance business. And as a stakeholder, you get to enjoy that benefit of true recurring income, because insurance companies are actually one of the few businesses that actually create true annuity income. I've been involved in many businesses in the past that are always been time constrained. Right? We never produced any income unless we were involved in the production of product or service. But insurance companies have this wonderful thing called a book value, and a book value creates annuity income. So we could close our doors today, we'd still draw an income next month, and I can very accurately tell you what income we're pulling in next month, because we have this book value of clients that creates the income for us, and you get to share in that, and that mitigates a lot of the risk that we find ourselves in, whether you're in medium business, small business, most businesses, and most especially employment, because that's very much constrained to time, and that's where a lot of risk lies, right? Because if anything threatens your ability to work, your income is threatened and your livelihood is threatened. You are allowed to enjoy the power duplication, because we allow you to go build a team around you that can help you build your channel of distribution that much faster and that much greater, and that allows you to tap an exponential growth in your income, right? So we've got many wealth engineers in our business that enjoy an increase in their income every single month. And they leverage that by creating a good team around them. And then lean into the technology that we've afforded you here at DuePoint. We've invested heavily in technology because it makes business so much easier and simpler, especially today. And so you can build your channel of distribution anywhere in the country at any time of the day with very little cost to yourself. And so you can grow your channel of distribution in every corner in South Africa quite easily. And then we've purposely designed the business to have no risk attached to it, right? That's been a very important aspect of DuePoint, is that we don't want anyone to have to consider joining us in this business with any fear in their hearts. And even if you're skeptical, you get to join this business because there's nothing to lose at the end of the day. Because we've tried to make this business accessible to everybody. And at the same time, we don't have qualifications or experience requirements. That's very much the antithesis of employment, because that's exactly what they want. They want your qualifications, your experience. And then for me, one of the most important benefits is the ability to build an asset that you have ownership over. So I mentioned you have this opportunity to actually create a stake for yourself at DuePoint. This channel of distribution is treated as a legal asset that you have legal tender over. It means you can sell it. It means it'll never retrench you. It means it doesn't retire you, right? So there's no threat of your income ending at the age of 60, 65. And then even upon death, assets don't disappear. You get to cede your asset in your will to your beneficiaries, be it your husband or your wife or your children or even your grandchildren, and you get the opportunity to create true legacy in this business because you're building something that you have ownership over. And again, very much the antithesis of employment, because in employment, we find ourselves working for 45 years, 50 years working for somebody else, with very little to show for it. So statistically, we see that 5% of the population is retiring financially independent. The rest of the population, 95% of us, aren't, right? And that's true for my mother-in-law, true for my father, both forced to work. I don't know if my mother-in-law is going to be able to work after 65. I don't know if she's going to go find another job or what she's going to do. Maybe she's going to come knocking on our door. And this is very much the reality for a lot of people. And so my point is, we need to stop focusing on helping other people build their assets. Instead, start sacrificing a little bit of time every week building something that we know we have ownership over. That's an asset that creates true annuity income, where we get to have the stake in this business that we help grow in South Africa. And then finally, there's absolutely no selling involved in this business. So when I mention your mandate about connecting people, it's connecting people to our business opportunity. It's not going out and selling. It's not talking about our financial products. It's simply connecting someone to this opportunity by getting them to come sit down for 35 minutes and seeing what this opportunity is all about. And that's all you have to do. And then fortunately, because we have financial products, they are intangible. And so we don't have stock and distribution issues. I know many people, many entrepreneurs have been involved in tangible type product businesses where you've got stock in the boot and stock at home in the garage. And we don't have any of that inconvenience here at DuePoint. Your success, however, is very much dependent on your ability to build your own channel of distribution. So it begins with you. You need to make the decision to become a wealth engineer and a product owner here at DuePoint. And then you go out and you have the opportunity to start connecting other people to DuePoint. So in this little example, we've got 5 people that you've connected. And this is where the power duplication starts to show itself, because those 5 individuals that have become wealth engineers because of your efforts have gone out and started connecting other people to DuePoint. And so you have this power duplication that starts to take place. You may call it leverage. It most certainly is leverage, because after a certain amount of time, every single one of these dots represents a product owner that's affording you recurring income every single month in the form of what we call a DuePoint return. This is the asset that you've built. This is the asset you own. And hopefully this is the asset that you would be happy to start sacrificing time in building so that you can afford yourself this DuePoint return every single month. How do we pay a DuePoint return to our wealth engineers? It's very simple. It's based on a R27.50 fee for every single product owner that you have in your qualified channel, right? So according to the table, it just shows you how much money you earn depending on where the product is. The first, or anyone that you introduce to DuePoint personally, falls on what we call your first point. And on your first point, you can see according to the table, we pay you double the R27.50. So you're earning R55 for every single product on your first point. When those individuals go out and introduce other people, those product owners lie on your second point. And for that product, again, we pay you R55 for every product. And so a quick calculation, if you had 100 product owners on your first and second point, you'd be earning R5,500 a month in recurring income, right? Extrapolate that annually, that's R60,000 annually in annuity income that you get to start earning. But you have this freedom of this channel building every single month, right? So to the third point, to the fourth point, carry on building. The product gets further away from you. That multiplier reduces all the way to 4% by 0.8. But what you need to note is that we don't limit the size of your channel at DuePoint. So there's no limitation in the stake that you can have at DuePoint. You can see this little plus sign next to the 8. you can carry on growing your channel in theory into infinity. Because we don't limit the size of your channel, and most importantly, we don't limit how much money you can earn at DuePoint, right? We always speak to people about this long-term commitment to DuePoint. I hope people look at this business and go, I can make that decision, that commitment more easily, knowing there's no limitation placed on how much money or how great my channel can become at DuePoint. We don't want people to look at 1 year or 3 years or 5 years. I want someone to look at this business and go, what can I do creating a stake for myself in an insurance company over 40 years. Yet, people still want to understand, well, in the short term, how much money can I earn? So we have built this 5-year journey based on an individual with very moderate activity. All this person is doing is connecting 2 new people onto their first point every single month, right? So if you can follow that activity without fail for 60 months, this is kind of what your journey could look like. So at month 6, you could be earning around 2,500 Rand a month in recurring income. This is often a wonderful example to show the power of money, because often the mistake that I make all the time is I look at money and I give it spending value, right? Which I'm sure we all do as consumers. And very infrequently do we look at money and realize the leverage that it affords us, right? Leverage is afforded to us by paying our debt off or by investing. Typically, paying your debt off has got more value there because debt instruments have typically got higher interest rates than the investments that we have. So here in this example that we show off, the person got a 1 million Rand bond, typically over a 20-year term at prime plus 2. Your installment's about 11,500 Rand a month. The decision we face with every month is whether we spend that money that DuePoint pays us or not. In this example, this person has taken the 2,500 Rand and put it into their bond as an additional installment. So that's about 20% that you're putting into your bond every single month. The net effect of that is that you'll reduce the bond term from 20 years to 11.5 years. That's the beauty of compound interest, right? You put in an extra 20%, it reduces your bond term by nearly 50%. And in effect, it saves you close to 900,000 Rand, which is scary because that's almost the full value of the asset that you've financed in the first place. And so we hope that people will recognize the value of getting rid of debt as quickly as possible in this process. Month 12, you're earning close to 9,000 Rand a month. You're still doing 2 new people on your first point every single month. After 24 months, you'll be close to about 28,000 Rand a month. After 3 years, close to 50,000 Rand a month. After 4 years, you'll be close to 70,000 Rand a month. And this 5-year journey, 60 months, you'll be close to 85,000 Rand a month, which is about 1 million Rand in annuity income through the DuePoint system. Now, I have no problem with people saying to me, well, that's just a nice theory. It's academic, right? It's a fairly complex model that's been put together. It takes into account duplication, of course, in your channel. But a lot of it is people that don't build. You will have people that just don't build in your channels, people that don't pay their products. It takes into account all those aspects of business. And yet, however, we still get to 85,000 Rand a month after 60 months. And so it's very important for us to show you real people doing our business. So we have a lot of reviews from real wealth engineers over the last 3.5 years. You're welcome to go check those out on YouTube. They're called our Tell All Tuesday testimonies. So this month we've highlighted 2 gentlemen. One, Michael Mkhobe, he is a Johannesburg-based individual, been in our business for 18 months. His channel value is sitting at nearly 10,000 Rand a month. The numbers here show you leverage because he's introduced 63 people personally to the business, and those 63 have gone out and found another 180 people. And that's the leverage, right? He hasn't built the channel of 244 people on his own. He's built a team that has helped him get to nearly 10,000 Rand a month. And then we've got Philip Fourie, wonderful gentleman down on a farm near George. He does everything absolutely remotely. So he doesn't see anyone face to face. He does everything over social media and WhatsApp and messaging and phone calls. In 7 months, he's generated a channel that's producing nearly 20,000 Rand a month. He's introduced just over 100 people on his first point, and they have gone out and created a channel of 450 already in the space of 7 months. And so we've got thousands of people joining this business every single month. Everybody is different, right? The system is identical for everyone. Everyone's able to engage with our system remotely, right? You don't need to be at head office. You can do it remotely just like Philip. But you have the opportunity today to decide what you want from DuePoint. Right? That's the liberty afforded to you. In employment, we don't get that liberty because we tell people, this is my education, this is my experience, these are my skills, and you'll be told, well, this is the package that typically you can get. This is how much you're going to earn. This is what you can expect from life. Here at DuePoint, we are opening up a business, a true entrepreneurial opportunity to members of the public, and then you can have what you want in this business because we've designed a system that is simple for anyone to do. Right? It just requires So we are getting very excited for the next Rank 9 trip. We've already planned the destination. We've booked it out. We've booked our British Airways business class tickets. Couple of months left for individuals to complete getting to Rank 9. 2 ranks later, Rank 11, we spend R250,000 buying you a brand new car. We pay for that car cash. It is placed in your name. It's your car. There's no DuePoint stickers. And most importantly, you get to park a brand new car in your garage with no debit order at the end of the month. And so we hope this process starts to allow people to realize that in this lifetime they can become truly wealthy and debt-free way before they deem themselves wealthy, I think. So that's a sneak peek into the rewards program. We are showing you up to Rank 11. The rewards program goes up to Rank 28, which we believe is probably close to a 25-year process. So that just gives you an idea of the long-term kind of thinking strategy that we have for individuals getting involved with DuePoint. Again, hoping people they make a lifetime commitment to us, big commitment. But our business is very much built on the products that we've innovated for the market, and they are also focused around wealth creation or wealth protection, because those goes hand in hand. It's not just about earning money every single month. At the same time, you have to become a lot more aware of being able to protect the assets that you've built in the lifetime. So let's look at those through that lens. Access Wealth is our first product. It's an investment and an insurance product rolled into one. It starts at only R324 a month. R100 gets invested into a tax-free investment fund. You've got full access to that fund. The insurance aspect is R120,000 worth of personal accident death cover. And with all of our products, we've removed any discrimination against age or health because we've, again, as our business, we've tried to make the products accessible to everybody at the same price. And so anyone over the age of 18 can take out this product regardless of your age, regardless of your health. The price is the same. Same with WealthGuard. WealthGuard is strictly insurance, so it's only personal accident death cover to the value of R1 million. It's going to cost you only R249 a month. And then we have Family Wealth, which is our funeral cover product, which is probably the best funeral cover product on the market at the moment. For R299 a month, you get R20,000 worth of funeral cover. It covers up to 5 family members. It gives you, the principal member, also R10,000 of debt protection. So we will cover any debt or liability that you have up to the value of R10,000 upon your death. You can increase this cover to R30,000 a month, as well as up to 10 family members. This product does have an age limit of 70, but that's only to get cover. Once you undercover, it becomes whole of life. So you can live till 150 and you'll still be covered by Family Wealth. You just have to get in before the age of 70. And then finally, we've got Wealth Points. Wealth Points is a product that aims to lower your monthly expenditure. So for R299 a month, you become part of the Wealth Points Club. You get to share in the benefits and the discounts that we've negotiated with the list of businesses that you see there, in the hope that you will reduce your monthly expenditure. So that's the aim of this business. We are looking and finding new partners to add to this program all the time without any increase in the subscription amount. So those are our 4 products. Very excitingly, we're launching a brand new product tomorrow morning, so I hope people are ready for that. The Achiever Quest is just a great opportunity to be able to make money very quickly in the business. We always speak about our long-term strategy in this business, but we do appreciate that people need money quickly and urgently, and so this is opportunity to do that. And so the challenge is if you can connect 10 people in a single month who pay successfully in the same month, we will give you an additional R5,000 for that month on top of your returns and rewards. If you do 20 people, you get R10,000. If you do 30 people, you get R15,000. You can do this incentive, this quest every single month, right? But it's not recurring income. And so it is once off cash, but we appreciate the value that it might have for a lot of people. And if you get into a position where you're averaging a person a day, well, you'll boost your annual income by R180,000 on top of your returns. A little bit of background on our business. As I mentioned earlier, we are a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited, who are just down the road across from the Ferrari garage on William Nicol. We are a business that has been around since 1952. We are listed on the Joburg Stock Exchange under a group called Conduit Capital. We have a host of financial licenses The FSP number of our insurance license is that one that you see over there. You can go to the FSCA website, type in Constantia, you'll see all the licenses that we have. They are printed out and framed above our water cooler. The point of this is that people need to, if they decide they want to enter into this partnership, they need to be proud of this partnership, because you can be proud to be in this partnership. I don't want you to have any skepticism going forward if you decide to partner with DuePoint. If there is skepticism, you get rid of it by knowledge. So go to our website, go investigate the DuePoint website, go to the Constantia website, go to our principals who are listed, the Conduit Capital website, go look at the 70-year track record that we have. You can go look at all the individuals, the board members involved in this business. There should be no reason that you are not 100% trusting of the business and the partnership that you've entered into, because it becomes so important when you go out and you prospect other individuals. They will see whether you have belief in this business that you have become a proponent of. And so that's very important. It's a very important aspect of getting involved with us here at DuePoint. And so the decision is not whether you want to join or not. It is for those people who have decided they want to join us, is what are you going to do this weekend? How do you fit DuePoint into your life? Because your mandate now becomes to help us grow this business. And that is only done by talking to people. You've got to go out and just simply tell people that the opportunity exists. You don't have to convince anyone. You don't have to sell anything to anyone. It is simply telling people who have got necessity, more so than ever, that there's an opportunity for them to come change their circumstance, to offer some hope to people. Get them to come sit down for 35 minutes and see what DuePoint's all about. Getting started is very simple. Register as a wealth engineer. You can do that on our mobile app with the person that's hosting you, or just go to our website. It is about a 5-minute process. Then once you have joined, once you have registered, download the DuePoint app for yourself, because that becomes your primary business tool, and then go watch all the training videos. It is a 30-day process where you can immerse yourself in DuePoint videos and understand everything about this business. And it's not only system training, it's very much training focused around personal development and wealth creation, right? So go watch that. And then to start earning, you need to connect 3 people successfully. So that becomes your first goal in this business. If you want to see DuePoint depositing money into your bank account in the middle of every month, it starts with 3 people. We don't pay for 1, we don't pay for 2, we only start paying for 3. And so that should become your first goal in your first week here at DuePoint. Cape Town Encounter, wonderful opportunity. Brendan's going to be going down to Cape Town to do a business seminar over a few hours down there. It is an awesome opportunity for you to build a channel in another province in South Africa. And so go make a list of people that you can contact in the Western Cape and simply invite them again to come watch an opportunity. It's going to cost you absolutely nothing, but you do have to register yourself and your guests through our website. And then reminder for the rank 4s and above, our Converge Awards evening at the beginning of February next year. Invitations are available, so the rank 4s need to come get your tickets and nominate your guests that you'd like to have join you on that evening. If you're not rank 4, you've got lots of time to get to rank 4 to make yourself available for that weekend. And then, as I mentioned, we are launching a brand new product tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And not only a product, but a free benefit for all wealth engineers will be revealed tomorrow morning too. So that's at absolutely no cost to wealth engineers. So a wonderful presentation tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Join us on the live stream or come to head office and join Brendan. It'll be available on YouTube and on your app straight after the presentation. And then as we close off, a reminder, we are available on these social media platforms. So engage with us as much as possible. The app is available for Apple and Android devices, and our merchandise is available on our online store. And there is a 20% discount on business cards on the online store currently. And with that, I thank you for your time, gentlemen. I thank you for your time, wherever you may be out there in South Africa. Again, I ask you, is your decision to make this year a prosperous one for yourself? It begins this afternoon. It begins this weekend. Just go tell people about DuePoint. Build some prosperity for yourself. Build some hope. Start taking control over your life and your income. And hopefully you'll have the best December you've ever had. That is my wish for every audience that I get to address. So thank you and have a good weekend. And hopefully the Boks will win tomorrow. Thank you.
Well, can I ask you